Real estate agents, today I wanted to give you some tips on how to navigate representing a buyer on a property that has a subject to finding suitable housing contingency. It can be a tricky one. First, let's break down what the clause means, and it's pretty simple. The seller is unwilling to close on that property unless they find and close on their next home. Could be quick, could take forever. Here's a couple of things to consider when you're negotiating the deal. Number one, you need to negotiate a reasonable time frame. Don't let your buyer be stuck in limbo for months. Include a clause that lets your buyer walk and get their deposit back if the seller doesn't find a home within agreed upon time frame. Number two, expenses. If possible, you don't want your buyer to have to shell out cash for an appraisal and an inspection up front, and then the seller never finds a home. You can mitigate this risk by negotiating inspection and mortgage contingency dates that don't start until the seller finds that next home. Obviously, the seller may not agree to this because if they do, they could find their next home and then lose the buyer to inspections or mortgage. It would be in their best interest to have the buyer spend this money up front. So in these scenarios, it really comes down to who has the leverage. As you can see, these can be a little tricky, but if you handle it the right way, it can be a win-win for both parties. As always, make sure you follow for more daily hacks and straight talk to boost your real estate game to the next level.